What's up, YouTube? To whoever's watching this. Uh, I haven't uploaded in a couple days. I was at work and I'm working graveyards, but uh, my brother's wedding was last weekend, and it was pretty cool. It was a good wedding. Um, it's about time they got married. Not gonna lie, I cried a little bit when they were actually getting it done up on the stage thing, whatever. I don't know how that stuff goes. And I'm glad they're married, finally. All the important stuff was pretty easy, went through smooth. There was a party afterwards, and I was playing hacky sack with mostly myself, but I kept gathering groups of people for sure, because there was people coming outside, and I was always there hacking, so, people were coming up and playing hacky sack with me. Uh, it felt kind of weird. I felt like I was judged a lot, not accepted or misunderstood, whatever the case may be. That's fine. I didn't actually feel like a part of the wedding. Granted, I did say that I didn't really want to do a whole lot. If I had one job, cool, but so they just didn't give me any responsibility, which makes sense. I pretty much called that for myself. Uh, one of my homies had his kids there, and he had a friend over with him, and then he has his wife as well. They both have their wife and their kids. Okay, two guys that I know. One of them I used to work with. One of them I'd met that night, but he ended up being really cool. They were playing hack with me for a while, and after the hack, it started getting dark, so I was trying to squeeze in as much hack as I could. I went inside for like 7 minutes. It was really short time. And I come outside, and over in the distance, in the park right next to the building we're in, there is just a whole mess of people in chaos, like fighting, like a whole group of motherfuckers fighting, it looked like. Well, what happened was, I don't know the exact details, something with the kids, so my homie went over there to grab his kids, and I don't know exactly why, but he ended up getting jumped by 5 dudes who were there who were not part of the wedding, and he got pistol whipped. So he's got concussions and stuff. He's okay now, but split him up, fucked him up pretty good. He held his own. He never got knocked out or nothing. That was cool. I'm glad he didn't, because I don't know what they would have done. Kept beating on him after he's unconscious. Um, well, when I went outside and I saw that, I started walking up, because it's not a good idea to just sprint in there. You need to gauge the situation. So I was walking up to it pretty quickly, walking. By the time I got there, most of the scuffle was over. There was a couple of women throwing blows still, so I just walked through them, in between them, and then that was about it. I just walked through them. I was looking for any more assailants, and they were starting to run away, kind of backing up. Then I hear this guy, one of the assailants, yell, "Get down!" And I look at him immediately, and he's reaching in his waist, grabbing a gun. Okay, and immediately I just run to cover, and I push up a little bit because I wanted to keep eyes on him, so I kept my eyes on him. And I don't know if he saw me there. I don't think he did. I push up another barrier of cover. Mind you, I don't have a weapon, so I'm just doing my best with what I got, okay? And I felt like the situation was okay for me to advance, so I did. I turned to yell at everybody, "This man has a gun, so get inside. There's a weapon involved." And, well, when I turned to yell that, my nephew was there with me. My nephew's just as old as I am, but he's in the Marines. So that made me feel good. because him and I have been through a lot of shit, and we're like for sure close, you know. We would like die for each other, kind of thing. So I'm glad he was there with me. Um, he ended up turning and yelling at everybody to get inside. I just I just kept my eye on the assailant, and he kept backing up and going to grab his gun. He's just like holding his hand there, ready. So I advance up to more cover, making sure I'm not seen. I could see him though, and he eventually just turned and kind of ran up the street. And at that point, it's dark, and he could just be down the street holding, waiting. Um, he took a couple shots later, a few shots, 3 shots, I think it was. He was down the street though. I don't know where he shot him, in the air, at someone else or at us. I have no idea. Yeah, that about sums it up. Every time I advanced cover, I advanced like 3 or 4 times, somewhere in there. And my nephew was with me every step of the way. And I was trying to make it to where, since we don't have guns, we still have the advantage. Because if he was really trying to get serious with it, he would advance. And we were in a position where one of us could definitely grab him. The other, somebody might get shot. We were fully aware of that. But it's not in my nature to just do nothing. Okay. Later on, I found out that there was another guy with a gun. That I didn't know. But I was playing it as safe as I could. There was like children running around, and as I'm advancing, there was like kids and shit, and so I was just trying to. It's in my nature to just protect. It was instilled in me for a long time, so somewhere in that scuffle, I fucked up the muscle, right, like on my shoulder blade, like in between my spine and shoulder blade. I fucked it up, and it hurts. But that's where I'm at. I think I'm still kind of processing what happened, but I've mostly processed what's happened. Cops didn't show up till like 20 minutes, 15 minutes later. And yeah, it was kind of wild. It was only 7:30 by that time, like 8 o'clock, and people were leaving, even though they bought out the building until 10 p.m., my brother and his wife. But yeah, that was it, man. People were so angry at me for advancing. They're like, "You're stupid. He has a gun and you don't. Like, that's a losing fight." It's situational, man. You got to be able to gauge your situation. I felt comfortable enough to advance and look for a possible opportunity to get the gun away from him. But I wasn't just out in the open, walking straight up to the guy, looking to get shot. I don't know if that's what people were thinking when I say I advanced on them. Quite annoying. But that's it. That's all I got. Love you guys. Later.